Hello, everybody. Oh, hey, Anna, how's it going? Hey, Bite Size B. Let me do my social media stuffs. The thing I had that was pre-prepped. Hold on. Toot, tweet. Hopefully I sound okay. There it is. Brilliant. Done, done, done. All right. I think Tom might be joining a little later. We'll see. Lauren said she was hopping on. So we'll see who joins. But for now, it's just me. It's just me. It's me, my mustache, and a little bowl of spaghetti. I was like, I got home, work was long, craving something. We had a little bit of leftover pasta sauce. I made some more real quick. The pasta's just standard, like dried spaghetti pasta. Did some. We had some meatballs still frozen in the freezer. Parmesan cheese. Oh, va bene. Hi, Finn and Poe. Hi, Bite Size B. So, last time we were playing, we had literally, like, I think I banged out this temple in like 15 minutes. Ooh, spinach tortellini, nice. I've been on, I don't know, something about fall puts me on a pasta kick. I made cenate al pesto over the weekend with Hannah. That was really tasty. I'm doing spaghetti now. The craving that I really have is, oh crap, what's the name? Baked ziti. I want to make a baked ziti. I gotta wait a little while so Hannah doesn't get pasted out. All right, let's do this. It's just good, right? Like, carbs are good. We know it's good. Let's see who our boss is. So again, this temple, thinking about it since last Monday, I think I like it even less now. It just doesn't make sense. It's not that much of a challenge. Maybe this boss fight will make up for it.
Why doesn't it make sense, Cameron?
Hey, Lauren. Okay, so do you want to say hi to everyone? Oh, by the way, Lauren, last time you disappeared without saying bye to everyone. So I was definitely talking to you for a while in voice chat, not having realized you left.
Wow, Cameron, I profoundly apologize for the confusion and the inefficiency that we provided for our listeners.
No problem. Okay, Muktarak. So, this temple, the whole problem is Zora's domain is polluted with goop, right? It's a water domain polluted with goop. But the solution isn't to clean or neutralize or anything. Ooh, it's a shark. Goop shark. It's just to dilute it. It's just dilute it, and the amount of water we use to dilute it is minuscule compared to there we go. All right, interesting.
Yeah, I think it makes about as much sense as a shark that is going underwater from stone.
Yeah, well, I guess it's the idea is I don't think it's underwater. I think it's like made of goop, so it just changes its shape. Can I block this? Okay, I can block that. It just changes its shape to, like, its bottom is basically perfectly flat is how I imagine it. Alright, let's see if we can do this. Yeah, okay. Ah, and then we get in here. You little fucker. Beat his ass. Beat his ass. It's just a really short temple. It's like the opposite of the previous water temple's problems. And I like Ocarina of Time Water Temple. This one, it took me like 15 minutes. I didn't even realize like I was at the end. I was expecting more temple, and then it was just over. Have you done this already?
Yeah, I have. I actually really liked this one because I thought it was more simple. which I think is the opposite of you. But like I
Yeah.
hated the water temple in Ocarina of Time. I thought it was just overly annoying, and then like there was too many things that were easy to miss.
Shit. Keep going.
But I mean, I think, but most people I think tend to hate water levels. I think that's like a thing.
Oh, I like lost my sword. That's what happened, huh?
You throw it.
Yeah, I think the biggest complaint people have with water levels, like standard complaint, is I get it. Water levels, like by definition, make the movement make the movement more challenging. Oh wait, I wonder if I could just jump over this because it's low gravity. I keep forgetting that it's like low gravity. And then I can just do. Oh no, I can't do that. Okay, I'm learning. Like you get used to playing the game a certain way, and then the water temple fucks up your steez by making you like play. Water levels make you play a different way. Ah, damn it.
That's actually a very like profound assessment that I've never heard it laid out that way. That makes sense because it by default changes the mechanics.
Yeah, and I think like I get that complaint. I don't have that complaint. I like it when games like throw me for a loop. Ooh, ah shit. No, just jump. Oh yeah, I can just jump over it. All right, I don't give a shit. What? You know what? I'm throwing my sword. I'm like 1000% sure I'm just chucking it. And that's why I don't have it. So how's life been, Lauren?
Not bad. Just works. I'm not gonna say slowing down, but it's not as crazy. And I am on the last level of Oracle of Ages, the last boss, and I cannot for the life of me defeat it. So,
Oh, really?
I've tried like 20 times at least now. Oh my god, I'm struggling.
When you say the last level, you little bastard.
It's like the witch.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's like 3 phases to it, and then the third phase, well, I'm hoping it's the third and final phase, but man, it's rough.
Well, you said ages, so it's like her butterfly phase? Is that the one? Where she gets all buggy?
So the butterfly phase is like phase 2, so that's a good memory. And then phase 3, she's like cycling between a spider, like a bumblebee, and like a turtle maybe.
Gotcha.
So
Overall, how have you enjoyed Ages?
loved it.
I think
I've been on it for 20 hours, so it's been a commitment.
Nice. Oh, so you got some time out of that. Are you gonna play Seasons right after? Sorry, while I eat some spaghetti.
Probably not immediately after. It's a lot of like 2D. I don't know.
Yeah.
What are you playing besides this? If anything, are you still doing Monster Hunter?
No, this is kind of taken over. I want to pick up Super Mario Wonder.
Okay.
I mean, I haven't been playing anything, but like the 2 hours I stream on Mondays is basically my only game time these days. Well, I take it back. I've been doing a lot of Dungeons and Dragons. We're prepping for the next epic. We've got a planning meeting to run that this Saturday. After that clears up, I think you've gotten me back on the 2D Zelda kick. I want to go back and play Link to the Past, I think.
I want to play that one, yeah.
Have you ever played that one?
No, I know it's on the Game Boy Virtual Console.
Link to the Past is on Super Nintendo.
Oh, what's the one I'm thinking of where they did the remake on Nintendo Switch?
Link's Awakening. Oh, that was a lot of fun too.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to I guess the next Zelda. This is fun, but I think and you said you played this for a while, but then you fell off.
Tears of the Kingdom, I played it for like 160 hours and I beat it. I like almost 100%ed it.
Oh, never mind then. I don't know who. Maybe I'm thinking of Tanner said he kind of fell off of it. I'm gonna beat it, but I'm not gonna 100% it the way I did Breath of the Wild. For whatever reason, it's not grabbing me. There's a lot of little frustrating things that aren't grabbing me the same way Tears of the Kingdom did, or Breath of the Wild did. I guess no spoilers, but did you end up having what was your preferred game between the two?
You know what? Breath of the Wild, I'll just preface it by saying, like, Tears of the Kingdom is amazing, a little bit overwhelming because of how expansive it gets. But Breath of the Wild was just, like, I think it's a function of its era. Like, it was just, like, this magical Zelda game. And Tears of the Kingdom definitely captured that, but like since Breath of the Wild was first, you know?
Breath of the Wild, I think you're right, greatly benefits from being first. It also, maybe I'm misremembering, but I feel like Breath of the Wild mapped the sages to different buttons. It really bothers me that I have 2 sages on the A button in this game. Like, getting to this temple and then accidentally calling Tulin instead of Sidon was really annoying.
Yeah, no, that was painful. I had to even look up instructions on how to do that. Like on Tears of the Kingdom, it sucks. But yeah, I think also the Breath of the Wild story was a lot more magical too. I mean, I know it's the Ganon motif, but at the start of Tears of the Kingdom, I guess it's still Ganon, but it's just oh, there's a lair under the castle. How random.
Yeah. The intro for Breath of the Wild was so much stronger. It was like you get up, you go outside, and you get to see the Great Plateau. That's like a super impactful moment. In this one, it's the pacing. The way they tell the story and the pacing's fucked up for me. I kind of know the story of the game, and this is just the second temple I've beaten because I got all the memories already. Almost all of them. I think I'm missing 2. But so I know what's happening, and the game's pretending like I don't, which is annoying. It's like, oh, where's Zelda? And I'm like, she's the dragon. I know she's the dragon.
What? How did you figure it out?
Well, because I got the fucking Master Sword, and I got the memory that showed her turning into a dragon.
Well, wait, I didn't realize you could get it that early. Okay.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's the thing. It feels like they should have accounted for... If they wanted to be super open world, they should have accounted for that.
Yeah, I think it's pretty, I don't want spoiler alert for folks, but it's pretty easy to see that that's where it's going, that Zelda's the light dragon, because one, you're like, oh, there's a new dragon.
Yeah, where's this other dragon coming from?
Yeah, the memories are the dragonification, and you're like, okay, there's no superfluous plot points in Zelda. That was obviously going to mean something.
And then all the other Zeldas that are appearing around are assholes.
Yeah. Although I feel like the ending of Tears of the Kingdom is a lot more epic than Breath of the Wild. So I
have heard that, and I've heard the general consensus is the Water Temple is the worst of the 3, So if this is the worst of the four temples, then like the others are going to be pretty fun. This wasn't like, this was disappointing, but it wasn't like bad, if that makes sense.
It depends what you look for, like, because I was like, I mean, I think I put in, it was like 155 hours, I think Switch told me. I can actually check right now. But yeah, it was just, I don't know, there's times, yeah, 145.
Nice.
I just wanted to be done at some point, you know, like, and
Yeah.
then I also wanted to 100% it, that it's like a character flaw, a contradiction.
No, I feel you there. I wanted 100% Breath of the Wild. I do not, like, I want to be done with this, and I don't, and I've enjoyed it. It's not like I'm hating this, but I'm, like, ready to be done, and I don't want 100% it. And I think that's, like, speaks to the game's detriment compared to Breath of the Wild. Even though the build mechanics are so fun, I love dinking around with it. The underworld, I really like. The sky feels a little empty, but it's still kind of neat.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like being on the lower end of Zelda games is not a bad place to be because the franchise bar is so high. Let's see. Chat. Oh, thank you for the daps. He does remind me of Gyrototus. Yeah, it's like a Gyrototus fight. It's a little monster hunter-y. They're talking about the mud shark. There's like a monster hunter monster that is like a shark that lives in mud. Why elephant mask? Yeah, so I don't know why the sages have the divine beast masks, other than maybe putting them in there somewhere because they don't like the divine beasts just aren't anywhere. Here's the other thing that bothers me about this. So, I was thinking, like, this was some sort of filtration. Like, this cleans the water from Zora's Domain. But everyone keeps talking, Lauren, like, this is the source of the water for Zora's Domain. Does that mean that Zora's Domain is like a golf course where they're just artificially taking all this water from elsewhere? Or, I guess they're like, creating it. It's like magical creation of water. So it's not like an environmental deterrent, but it's weird that it's weird that Zora's Domain is not a natural landform, if that makes sense.
No, that's a great point. I never thought of like the geographic implications. I like because
Zora are colonizers. You heard it here first.
the like what am I trying to say? Like the first game doesn't. I mean, there's no waterfalls to the sky in the first one, so it like creates that kind of a weird thing.
Yeah.
But,
sorry, that was my phone. You can keep going. I think they were clearly impacted by the fact that they had to like put they wanted to put the four temples in the sky, and then after that they thought about like, okay, how do we make it make sense?
Mm-hmm.
I would have actually preferred, I don't know if you would have agreed with this, that area we get to before we get to this temple where we're down in the Zora Waterworks or whatever it's called, down below ground. If they had made that be the temple and just like expanded on it a little bit, that was kind of neat because there was like you were playing with water changing mechanics and stuff down there. I dug that like area. It felt a little more flavorful than this. Whereas like the Rito temple, I really liked the Rito temple. The idea that it was like this massive, like essentially a bomb shelter, right? It was like if a big emergency happens, go into the sky and go to this massive airship, which was neat. I'm curious to see what the Gorons and the Gerudo do. Hey.
Yeah, the Gerudo. Yeah, you might find that one fascinating. Okay.
I think I'm saving them for last because I did them first in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, so, I will say from a difficulty standpoint, that is a great idea. The game does a great job of like pushing you in certain directions, and I think those are the ways to go.
Yeah. So what are, now that you're done with Oracle of Ages, what are you going to play next?
Well, I'm not done. I can't beat it.
Oh, right. You're stuck on the final boss. Those...
But I might do Arceus after.
Oh, yeah. You haven't played it yet? It's fun.
Oh.
It's
Haven't.
probably my favorite recent Pokemon game. You've already done Scarlet or Violet, or you haven't played those either?
Not yet.
Okay. Yeah, I think I really enjoyed Legends Arceus, and I didn't care much for Scarlet and Violet. Yay!
You know, I've heard a lot of criticisms for Arceus, though. That's what gets me.
Interesting. What were the criticisms? I
Like
guess
the
it's not
mechanics didn't
traditional.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah, that they thought that the open world wasn't well executed on. Which maybe that's legit. I don't know. I haven't done it yet. But...
I mean, I'm sure it could be improved, but to me, it felt way better than the open world in Sword and Shield or Scarlet Violet.
Oh yeah, most certainly. It was probably a work in progress.
Dorphin. I guess that's dolphin in I know katakana is the written language, but what do you call spoken English words in Japanese? Loan words?
Oh, I don't know. See, I pulled up Oracle of Ages, tried it out, and died again. Like I got as far as I had. I was doing great, and then I just lost, dude. Can't do it.
Have you
Like,
upgraded everything?
No, I didn't know you could. Thought you had to have like Oracle of Seasons. So like, do I have to play that and iterate just so I can beat Oracle of Ages?
No. You beat one game and then you get a password that lets you start the next game with some upgraded stuff. But you can still, I'm pretty sure you can still like upgrade your sword, and there's like a ring that lets you take half damage. The rings are super important in that game. Those are a lot of. I really liked the rings, the magic rings.
Yeah, that's good to know now. I'm too far along.
Oh, you're never too far along to go quest for some magic rings.
I probably have it. I just collect all these rings and I'm like, meh. Dang it, Cameron, you got me again.
It's a lot of fun. Oh, I like that. This is dumb, but I like that the three of us are different colors. Like we're the goddess colors, red, green, and blue. Oh, chat's cheering you on.
Yeah. And I'm cheering you on.
There's nothing to cheer. I did it. I don't even know what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna dick around, I guess, and find some shrines. What if this is the moment where we find out that like the Zora are super racist and they're like, a green queen? She's one of those green Zora. I don't know about that. Coming in here, taking our jobs.
So, funny you should mention that, because in Oracle of Ages there is an NPC, Zora, that goes, oh, us, like, Lake Zoras are...
Yeah, oh yeah! Yeah, they have different Zora, right.
Yeah, he's like, we're civilized, unlike those dirty, like, river Zoras.
yeah. Not great.
I was like, what?
I remember it was because, right, Zora were an enemy up until Oracle or Ocarina of Time. And because these games, the Oracle of Ages and Seasons, came out a little while after, they were like trying to explain it in the lore, which is like, there's two types of Zora. One type is the bad Zora, and one type is the good Zora. I'm so glad they dropped that.
Well, I think they had to. Like, that was pretty bad.
Yeah, someone at Nintendo was like, the implications here, guys. Oh, Boom Headshot is asking you to stream your thing. Lauren's actually, she's working on getting a stream set up. Slowly but surely. Yeah. That'd be fun. Stream Oracle of Seasons maybe or something whenever you're up for playing it. I'd be down to watch it.
I'll just sporadically stream it, hang out with you guys. Like,
did you go to the maze, the corn maze yesterday?
No, I thought it got canceled.
I think they were talking about it. I didn't know if it did or not. Han and I weren't able to make it. I felt bad because it was awesome that someone besides me was organizing an event, but we just couldn't make it. So Sidon's king now. Sweet. I think the first thing I want to do is go get the Zora boots. Woo! Vow of Sidon. I feel like I'm never going to use this power now that I've done this. But we'll see. Side of the Zora completed!
Congrats. People believe in you, Cameron.
Oh, interesting.
Not me, but
Someone
people
does.
do.
Yeah, someone does. Um...
Alright, if I could get an upgraded sword that does like twice the damage in this, like I would probably be doing great.
Yeah. What, you gotta get one of them, Prima guides.
Back in the day, man.
I had one, it was a booklet, so it was thick, but it was small. And if you read it front to back, it was the Oracle of Ages guide, and if you read it back to front, it was the Oracle of Seasons guide, and it was really cool.
That clever.
Alright, what do we got? A quest! What up, ladies? I guess chat and whoever else is hanging out, how's your weekend been? Mine has been pretty good. Lauren, you had your girlfriend over, right?
So she defended her PhD,
Woo!
and it was like, yeah, it was 2 weekends ago, and she was here for a little bit, but yeah, it was so awesome. Like, oh man, she's smart. I'm not that smart, but glad she is.
Has she gotten word back on whether it was a successful defense?
Oh, it was. They all signed the papers. Like, I saw it with my own eyes. So, PhD.
Nice. Congratulations to her. Oh, shit. Oh, I like this. That you can get the helm before you get this quest, and then they notice you have it, so as they're giving you the quest, they're like, oh, fuck, you already have it. You're wearing it. That's cute. But awesome. So what did you two do to celebrate?
Alright, so, well, her best friend sent DoorDash us some, like, champagne and vegan snacks, which is pretty fun. But, we also, like, I mean, we just did some adventures that were fun, and, like, hung out with her friends. We had dinner with her whole lab. Yeah, it was just action-packed, and it was good stuff. I feel like it doesn't sound profound, but when you hadn't seen someone you love for 6 months, it was great. Or 6 weeks, sorry. So.
It can feel like months. I get it. Long distance is hard.
Truth. So Cameron, you were talking about you know, getting a house.
My long distance relationship. Oh no, wait, what are we talking about?
You getting a house.
We haven't found something that we've fallen in love with. I think Hannah has put the search on pause for a little bit. Oh, hey! Impa, what up? Geoglyph in the Gerudo Highlands? Not yet. Cool. Alright. The closest we got was a place that was up for, like, what do you call it? It had been repossessed by the bank.
Yeah,
foreclosed, and we were trying to get that one, but they wanted it we had to pay entirely in cash, which we didn't have.
Those are like a mixed bag too.
Yeah.
Like, you're really rolling the dice on that one.
Yeah, it looked awesome though. So yeah, we're Hannah and I have been spending, I think we've mostly been recovering from how much travel we've done this year. We this past weekend, and I don't know if she'd get annoyed if I say this, Hannah kind of napped a lot, but I think she needed that, like, recovery time. It was fun. It was really cute. She, like, made a big goal this weekend. She was like, I'm gonna do some big cleaning. She bought some, like, new cleaning stuff, like a big old Swiffer and things, and then she got it. She was like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and I said, okay, I'll help. And then she fell asleep, and she napped for like 4 hours in the middle of the day. So she was tired. I used that time to kind of do some of my stuff, which was good. Did a bunch of editing on videos. Did what else did I do? Played a bunch of D&D this past weekend. That feels like where new quest. Where could she be? Floating place. Link, how wonderful. You heard yep. Dear wife May went out fishing. She was singing this mysterious song to herself. I found a floating place where I'll catch fish with grace. A hop and a skip to a great fishing trip. Skipped over to the bridge on the east of the domain. Okay. A wife wafted away. So that would be...
I hate that one.
I'm assuming it's the floating Scales Island again?
Let me think about it. I could tell you the answer.
I'm just looking at, like, spots with water. Bridge on the east end of the domain. Huh. Okay. Where is the queen? The queen's got to be up somewhere, right? She's got to be up with Sidon. I know she gives me the Greaves.
More about the Zoras being enemies, because I don't remember that from, like, traditional Zelda.
They don't look like this or the Ocarina of Time Zoras. They have, like... here, let me pull it up real quick. Bite Size V says she's been enjoying the first couple hours with Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate and got some housework done. Nice! Generations Ultimate has a slow start. But it's a very fun game. Completely off topic, but also, I know I talked about this in chat a while back, but I got accepted for the spring undergrad research project I was vying for. Congratulations! That's awesome!
That is freaking awesome.
People, I think, are posting congrats on all sorts of life updates, which I love to see.
Yeah.
Ocarina... where... Did they get, like, retcon so they're not Zora anymore? Zora... Oh, it's called Zora Enemy. I was, like, looking on the wiki.
Yeah.
You gotta look at Zora Enemy. Oh, Zoras, also known as River Zoras, Swamp Zolas, and Evil Zoras. They first appeared in The Legend of Zelda. What's like their first? Futabasha guide artwork of a Zora from The Adventure of Link. Okay, so it looks like their first in-game appearance was Adventure of Link. And then they were in Link to the Past.
Okay.
I'm gonna send you this article. Or not article, but Wikia page. There you go. I put it in the Discord text chat. Yeah. So they're like green with yellow side fins that kind of look like gills. Those are the evil Zoras.
Okay.
Where's your freaking wife, dude?
Great question, man. Great question.
And what about you? What do you got to say? Journey unfolds. Yeah, what's next for you? Retiring as a king. I guess that's nice. You don't have the responsibility. You still have all the generational wealth. All right. Fuck. Legacy of the Rito. Fish for fletching. Oh, I haven't done like any of these Rito side quests, have I? A wife wafted away. Moonlit princess. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go talk to the two Zora girls again. They might be able to tell me. Alright, where is the queen?
Guys, I beat it.
Hey, yay!
Must be the money.
That's awesome.
Once you like what should I say? Like do it enough times, you're like, okay, I'll slow down here.
Yeah.
So I need to get that streaming set up, and I think my next game I might do Super Nintendo Super Mario RPG.
Oh, that's a fun one. On the Switch
I
or on the on an OG console?
OG.
Nice.
So that's what I should do. If people are interested, like the weekend before it comes out. But the remaster does look gorgeous.
Oh, here's the freaking queen. Where when's the game coming out?
November 17th.
Oh, okay. So you that's this weekend.
Yeah.
A weekend before it comes out is this weekend.
Yeah, I need to order some shit. I get it, bro.
I'm just saying. I'm not putting pressure on you to stream this weekend, but if you're saying it, I support you 100%.
Also, I don't know that my computer will be able to handle it, so I need to look up the tech, like the stuff.
Yeah. Gesundheit. There is a little bit of work involved. Where do we fly from? I guess this is the closest spot. Going after them Greaves. Oh, if Cheryl's here, okay, we'll talk. I know Lauren's not into TTRPGs, but we'll talk some TTRPG stuff. So, let's see. My campaigns that I'm running. Bite Size B is in my Dragon of Icespire Peak campaign. Oh shit. What's happening? That one, the party stumbled upon a. They're clearing out a manor filled with evil. Oh fuck. They're investigating a manor that's been taken over by some. Oh, look at that! That's kind of a cool screenshot. Nope. What is the screenshot button? All right. There we go. They're investigating this like little cottage that had been taken over by cultists of a evil god, and they learned that the original like wizard that lived in that cottage, they just learned this, fell in love with an orc hunter, and she was an elf. She lives a lot longer than orcs do, and she was very worried about outliving her lover. They were investigating what was going on there after they cleared out the cultists, and they have learned that the wizardess turned her orc lover into a vampire so that he could live forever. And now they gotta deal with a vampire orc. So that happened like 2 weeks ago, or 2 weekends ago. We're gonna pick things up this weekend. Waterdeep Dragon Heist actually got canceled. We had Cherie is recovering from foot surgery. Danny hurt something in his leg, and Hannah was not feeling well either. So it really would have been just like Nate, Ian, and I at 100%. I figured it was okay to call it. I did play some Radiant Citadel, which is really fun. We are in this ancient kingdom of Telepetec, which is kind of inspired by the ancient Aztecs. A lot of like fire and sun motifs, volcanoes, giant salamanders that we're dealing with. Um, ooh. That's been a lot of fun. Um, Lauren, you'll like this. I had to save a dude from a tower that was crumbling because the volcano was erupting nearby. So I just wrapped him up in my arms and I jumped 160 feet. And I did the math. There was only a 30% chance that it would kill me. So I took those odds. I didn't have any better idea than take it, and I didn't die, so that was a win.
Yeah, Cameron, don't tell us the odds.
Yeah, never tell us the odds. What else? I can probably jump from here. Woo! Center myself just a little bit. Woo! Oh, yeah. Oh, that felt good. But yeah, we are in the process. We have one more session for that adventure, so that was a chance I got to play, which was fun. And then did the One Ring. Are you a Lord of the Rings fan? Or not so much?
Maybe, maybe not. I've never seen it.
Oh, what? Shit. We just watched the first one with Henderson. If you were interested and wanted to come over one night for like dinner and a movie, we'd be down to watch it again.
This seems like a commitment.
No pressure. Yeah.
Feeling a lot of pressure, Cameron.
That's fair. You are very cat-like.
Publicly on chat.
I do everything publicly. Were you here when Tom and I were talking about if people are dog people or cat people?
No. Which one do you think I am?
You're 1,000% a cat.
Yeah, I know. Not even a cat person, just a cat.
Well, that's the question. Is a person a dog or a cat?
I'm a cat.
We were playing this game while we were traveling, where we have to divide the whole world into one of two categories. The one Nate's is something a soup or a sandwich, any food. Every food has to be divided into either soup or sandwich. Okay, what is this? Token of friendship between the Zora and the Highlands being located somewhere in the ancient Zora waterworks. Access the ancient Zora waterworks from the reservoir in the East Domain. All right, I'm here. Then Tom's question was for people, are they dogs or cats? You are a cat, and I think we've come to terms with like, you'll participate when it feels right, and that's okay. What now? The question is, what am I to you? Am I a dog or a cat?
I mean, you're kind of a cat.
Yeah, people were really torn on that. I think it was a pretty even split on people saying some said I was a dog. The people that said I was a dog was because I was generally social and I like wanted to do things with people a lot. But other people were saying I was a cat because I want to drive the agenda. And I can see both sides.
I mean, also, I don't really see you as a dog. I'm just kidding.
Alright, a diver without water, like a bird without sky. Sad state of affairs. Oh, yeah, what happened? Everything got, like, fully drained. Interesting. Is that open or no? That's closed. Yeah, like Hannah, I view as a dog. She loves to tag along. She's very sociable. She like, cats can get too much attention. I don't think Hannah can get too much attention. Tom is a cat. I view Tom as a cat. Nate is a dog. Oh, look at this. Little secret area over here. I really like the music down here. This definitely, like, this feels more thematically appropriate than the temple we just went through. Heading on up. Yeah, it's a shame. No tingle here. Did I just find the Greaves? Was it that easy? Done! Oh. Let's put them on. Hey Anthony, how's it going? Beat my second temple. Now I'm just kind of vibing. Hanging out, chillaxing, all cool. I think I'm going to do some shrines next. Oh yeah, we played the One Ring. I got fucked up by a troll. I know I was talking about Lord of the Rings earlier. The reason I was talking about it was because Tanner was running a game of the One Ring. And a troll absolutely... I didn't die, thank goodness, but it wrecked me real good. I'm pretty sure I left my sword. My sword's gone. Because I threw it, I didn't pick it up, and we've had a blood moon. Alright, well. This does not appear to be any sort of new cave. And I've done that. So let's, you know what? I think we're going to go all the way back to the DQ tree. And we're going to do some of these shrines. These dark forest shrines. I don't even know what that... Oh, Lauren, have you... I guess public service announcement. If you haven't voted early, I think both Lauren and I have already voted, but if you haven't voted early, tomorrow is election day. Hope that whoever is out there participates. Not just participate, but hope you vote with compassion. I know in Ohio we got some important issues that we are deciding on, especially in Cincinnati. I'm tingling, ready to pringle. I like it. I like it a lot. Hey Tom, how's it going?
Cameron, I voted like 2.5 weeks ago.
Woo woo!
I don't F around. I could have got hit by a bus or something. You just don't, you know.
Yeah. If you have been fucking around, stop it and go vote tomorrow. You. Yes, I'm talking to you. Except Anna, we all know she's too young to vote. That's not true.
Wait, we have someone under 18 on here?
No, she's got to be like 22 or something because she's talking about her undergrad stuff. 12 Korok seeds. Damn, dude. All right, here's 10. Oh, love his little dance. Oh, Tom's playing. Are you a fan of Alien? The movie, the franchise, the video games, Lauren?
Never got to it.
I think Tom's playing Alien. What's it called? Alien Instigation? That's not right. Alien Isolation. Alien Isolation. That alien, Lauren, let me tell you, it's such an instigator. So the movie's about an alien, like this ship crash lands on a planet. They're searching for stuff, and they find an alien. And it's like, hey, I'm cool, bring me aboard. And they do. And then the alien just shit talks the crew behind their backs the whole time. It's always like sneaking around, catching crew members, and been like, hey, did you hear what Jerry said about you? It's not good. Are you two doing okay? Is your marriage all right? That's the Alien movie if you haven't watched it before. Highly recommend. 10 out of 10. Look at this. Where am I going? What am I doing with my life? Where did I go wrong?
Well, Cameron, that's a long answer.
I guess...
Honestly, it went wrong when you let Nate move to North Dakota.
Tom, no, that's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah. I was surprised that happened. All right, I guess I'm gonna walk back the way I came. Oh, look at this tree. So creepy. I'm gonna crawl into this one's mouth. Oh. Alright, what am I trying to do? Oh! I'm trying to get to these shrines. Tom, did you play any TTRPG stuff over the weekend? And Lauren, you have mentioned you're not super interested in tabletop role-playing games, right?
No, I've never done it before. I'm like kind of the odd person in this whole group. Are you sure I fit in? Should I really be an affiliate?
You're not just an affiliate, you're a full member. Again, like we said, you're a cat. You're as much of a member as you ever want to be. Ah, here we go. Special place. In the forest, there's a wide open space. There's a green swirl. You can see an island floating in the sky from it. Mako loves that place, but since it's covered in lost fog, only Karks can go there. So you can't come with me, but I'll tell you where to find it. Can you show me your map? Okay. Get into the forest from that sky island. Aha, Lauren, this is what we're doing. Wait, where did you mark it on the map? You basically marked it here. Alright. We're gonna head on up. So you voted, you celebrated. What's next on your plate? I feel like we didn't do the corn maze, so we got to come up with something new to do as like our next group outing. And this is me double checking that Lauren hasn't left. Just checking. Maka's special place. I want to go there. I want to touch Maka's special place. That's the shrine quest. Hey Ivan Rodriguez, how's it going? We're playing some Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I just beat the Water Temple. I am heading over to this shrine. Woo! Easy clap. So okay, so I guess the goal is like don't bother walking to the shrines, just jump from the sky. I suppose that doesn't mean it's an easy shrine then. It's going to be some sort of challenge, hopefully. Oh no, it's literally just get here. Ivan, I'm doing well. My Spanish is no bueno. But I appreciate it. Lauren, did you learn Spanish? No, you learned... Am I misremembering this? Did you learn German instead of Spanish?
No. I did Spanish in high school, and then on my own I did Swedish.
That's it.
In adulthood. Trying to be cool, Cameron. We can't all be as cool as you.
What do you mean? You think I'm cool?
Yeah, you're a cool cat.
I appreciate it. Ivan, don't worry. It's one of those things like, so English is actually not my first language, but Spanish is not something I picked up. I keep doing like Duolingo, and I think I need to like, if I guess, Lauren, when you learn a language, because you're like fluent, right? Are you fluent in Swedish?
Not go that far, but you have to like stay on
Immerse.
it like every day. Like you can't take a break for like a week. Done.
Yeah.
Like, we're old. I think we've established I'm exceptionally old. And look, your brain is just not the same.
Yeah. Ivan, gracias por, what is it? Vera? Thanks for watching.
Cameron, is your first language Farsi?
Yes. My first language was Farsi. Technically, my second language was French. Then I didn't learn English until we moved to the States. I was born here, but then my family, like, we immediately moved to France. So I learned Farsi and French before I learned English.
Do you still speak Farsi?
Yes.
Fascinating. I didn't know about this.
Yeah, I speak Farsi pretty okay. Enough to converse with my family. And probably... yeah, that's... Remora, or Tom, that's... I'm trying to remember what it is to watch. French... I think French and Italian I could muddle my way through. Poorly, but I could, like, navigate the country. Like, I muddled my way through when we were honeymooning. In Italy. But yeah, Ivan, it's something that I should just, like, spend some time doing. I think, especially after I'm done with, like, the D&D campaigns I'm running, I'll be looking for something else to fill up the void, and learning a language is, like, more productive than other ways I could spend my time.
Maybe I should do a weekly show of us, like, all learning a language together.
That could be fun. A little immersion.
Yeah. We'd have to pick a language.
I think... oh, from Panama. Awesome. I've never been. I have an aunt who is from Peru. And it's on my wife and our list to visit Peru and see her, like, extended family sometime. Alright, what does this say? No, where have you been in South America? Just climb into this tree's mouth to leave the forest. I promise it won't eat you.
Furthest south I've ever gone was Mexico City.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've ever been to Mexico.
Mexico has like some very scenic places, so it's worth going.
It's on the list. I think we've been talking a lot about where we want to go next. Whether it's we're torn. Um, Hannah wanted to do Egypt, but she's not sure she wants to do Egypt right now. I would love to go to Japan or Peru. Those are like my next two top spots. Or take Hannah to France, but like we've spent a good amount of time in Europe, I feel like it's time to kind of break things up a little bit. And Mexico would be awesome too. Ivan, where are you at in Tears of the Kingdom? Let's see if we can figure out this frickin' shrine. Am I following a path or am I just being a crazy person?
Well,
I guess they're not mutually exclusive. Alright. Got a Statue of Wisdom. Wife uninvited guest. Nope. Let me just run through these quests, see if any of them are like a shriney. Ah! Whirly swirly things. Big swirly circle in the water.
can't miss it.
So I don't think I did that quest.
It's taking a picture, right? Is that the one?
I think so. I went, grabbed the shrine, and was like, I'm out. I thought that was all it was. It apparently was not. I can hear Hannah talking to the cats in the background. What did you have for dinner?
B-dubs. Cauliflower wings.
Oh, Hannah's been on a kick for those recently also. It makes me want to try making them.
I have made them before. Never turns out as well as deep frying them as it does air frying, so something to consider.
That makes sense.
But, like, I'd make a batter. Oh man, they weren't bad. They just weren't like exceptional.
Yeah. I feel like I'd want to do he would like to see the swirly thing in the water. It's near here, right? Let me read this one more time. Oh, and I gotta do the Lake Hylia crystal. Tempura batter. Did you try and like tempura fry it?
Trying to remember how I made the batter. I might have used like vinegar, soy milk, and a lot of flour. I think that worked, if I recall. Because vinegar and soy milk is a good egg substitute.
Oh, I forgot if you're going totally vegan. Does that mean are B-dubs cauliflower wings vegan? I don't think I realized that.
I hope so. Maybe it's worth looking into.
Anthony, it sounds like you are. I'll admit I forgot about the rollback. I definitely all right. Kala, what are you saying? Big circle that spins in the water. If it's real, I want to see it, even if as a picture. Okay, but where? What the fuck are you talking about, Kala?
Oh.
I totally forgot because like we've got smartphones and stuff. It all happens automatically. I just like woke up feeling really rested. Whirly swirly things. It's dying to see a mysterious swirly circle. Luckily, all right. Here's how to see the swirly circle. Yep. Yes. Oh. Oh, we're just talking about a whirlpool, aren't we? Damn it. All right. I thought it was like trying to lead me to a shrine quest. It is not. All right. I'll be right back, you little bastard. Oh, secret hack. So, Lauren, during the rollback of time, did you roll everything back, or are you living in the future?
Oh no, I rolled everything back. Why would you not just do it? If you're gonna do it eventually, you might as well just do it.
I love that mindset. I'm on 100% agreement. I think the only thing that's not rolled back is Hannah's car, and it really bothers me, but it's not my car, so I don't get a say.
Wow, Hannah. What the fuck?
Yeah. Oh, I have to be on ground to actually do the thing? Alright. Fine. Ooh, but I can do this real quick. Woo.
So, like, my favorite thing about this whole time change is last year everyone's like, this is the last one because the Senate passed it. And I just think, wow, how little you people understand about government. Because both houses and the president need to sign off. So, man, it just makes me sad. Slash kind of fun.
I'm surprised this one didn't fall. Usually these, like, fall away, don't they? I guess not this one. Yeah, it's, it would be so nice if we didn't have to worry about it. Or if we only ever fell back. I recognize that would, like, fuck up sleep schedules. But if just
yeah, that only works for about 10 years, and then...
Yeah.
God help you.
That'd be hilarious, though. Well, it's lunchtime at 2 a.m. You just get, like, a benefit of a little extra sleep every now and then.
I will say, one thing I hate about COVID, like, and I guess what you'd call the new normal, dude, like, nothing is open super late anymore. Like,
yeah.
Restaurants used to have, like, midnight takeout windows, like, grocery stores, a lot of them were 24/7.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Agreed. Oh, let me knock this. I mean, if I've traveled all the way over here for a picture of a whirlpool, let me knock this shit out also.
So, like, if you are someone that works, like, non-traditional hours, like...
You're kind of fucked.
Yeah.
I'm with you. And I don't even stay up late, but I do like the idea of being able to stay up late.
You're a dreamer, Cameron. A straight up dreamer.
When we were in New York, I know Tom took full advantage. Hannah and I, we did have a late night. It was a ton of fun. We definitely missed you because I was like, this would be like Lauren and my schedule finally meet up. I'll never get to.
I don't even believe this actually happened, to be honest.
Ask Tom. We were out, like, we were doing karaoke. We did Korean barbecue. It was awesome. You missed out on some real solid karaoke.
Hey, my boss didn't approve my trip that following week to New York City, so...
That's annoying.
Although, but we can't blame him because it's not like I could have booked that travel anyways. I had a lot of travel in, like, the weeks leading up to that.
I listen, no judgment. I totally get it. It is a lot. And it's, like, If it's not, if you're not planning for it in your budget, I'd never expect someone to just like make a trip. All right.
Next year, I'm just gonna allocate a bunch of money. I'm gonna call it the Cameron and Hannah budget.
I think we're gonna travel less next year. That's the goal.
Damn it!
I mean, we still want to travel, but like we I don't know how much like we were out like we did 2 international trips and like we were gone like a weekend every month this year. So I think
I noticed.
if we shoot for like 4 or 5 trips next year, I think that's still like plenty. There's just like there's things I wanted to do at home and like home projects that I just didn't get to because of how much we traveled. That's at least that's what I tell myself. It's definitely not because I just didn't want to do them. That's not why.
Well, hopefully I don't have to book you like 6 weeks in advance now.
Oh, that fell away a lot faster than I was expecting it to. I guess I kind of assumed we'd fall at the same rate. No, you're still gonna have to book us because because I'm gonna fill my calendar with other things.
Dang it, Cams.
Look, you just all you need to do is say, hey, I will commit to plans this XYZ weekend to do whatever.
How could I commit more than like 2 weeks in advance? That's the flaw. That's the flaw.
I don't know. I managed to do it.
I don't know how you do.
I just like be like, I'm gonna do X, and then I do X.
Fascinating. Tell me more.
I know it's not
I
very
need you to mansplain planning ahead for me.
Oh, PAX! We gotta talk about PAX!
Alright, I have to go. I know this is actually very bad timing.
No, you're good, you're good.
Bye, friend.
Alright,
I'll
see
tell
you,
you.
Lauren. I mean, PAX is only 1 trip, Tom. That's not like a crazy amount. Can I just chuck this fucking thing? Woo! Is this gonna work? I don't want it to go away. Get caught in the maelstrom? Did it work? Yeah, we gotta start talking about it if we're trying to go to PAX East. That's like in March. We gotta start making plans. Making plans, baby. Oh, that worked. That was kind of easy. I don't know why I was putting this one off. Chuck! Shanice wants to go to the Bahamas next year. I mean, different strokes for different folks. For me and my vacation and travel style, the Bahamas was not a great fit. But if you like resort stuff and the all expenses paid trip and that sort of experience, I think it'll be a ton of fun. I'm a traveler and an activity doer. New York was actually a very different experience for me because we didn't really have a super rigid itinerary, which was nice. I'm not like complaining. It was a different change of pace, but it was fun. I think I like a mix of both. Mighty Zonite Sword, nice. I want to upgrade you with some parts. Some Prisity parts. Oh, I do want to put the Captain Construct 3 horn on you, but I don't have enough. I guess I gotta do Captain 2. Alright. That's 2 shrines done. Hannah was supposed to have some Oreos. I'm going to be right back. We'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Hannah's here. You want to say hi to chat?
Hi, chat.
The reason we're back because I've been doing this bit, which isn't really a bit. It's more like just an excuse for me to eat Oreos. That's really what this is. But I don't believe we've had the red velvet Oreos before.
No, we haven't. It must be a holiday.
And I'm excited because it does have cream cheese frosting. Now I didn't grab milk or anything.
I'm okay. I don't need milk.
I'm definitely
Smells good.
Yeah, it doesn't smell like birthday cake.
That's good.
A good cookie.
Very good. Together.
The nice thing is it's like red velvet is just chocolate that's lying to you. So like it's a very standard chocolate flavor, but Oreo's good at doing that.
I like that.
That's a good one. On the Oreo tier list, double stuff being like S tier. It's like a solid A.
Fair enough.
It doesn't make me question why Nabisco is still making new Oreos the way other ones do. Bye, Hannah.
Bye.
Let's see. Chat is talking about isn't the East Coast. And the change of pace is good. I recognize now that I don't have someone to talk while I eat. Which may have been a mistake. I'm gonna go silent real quick while I finish this. So, to me, the two like Oreo flavors that are the best are double stuff. Mega stuff is too much filling, and then the salted caramel brownie Oreo. The salted caramel brownie Oreo is the one that like made all the bullshit experimentation worth it. But that like there's a lot of Oreo flavors that I feel like they do it just to do something different and it doesn't make it good. That one, Red Velvet, was not bad. It definitely wasn't there are Oreos sometimes that like don't justify their existence because they already made the good cookie. They already made the double stuff. They don't need to fuck around anymore. Okay, Bite Size B, only travel is if you, I don't know why you'd ever want to come to the Midwest, but if you ever find yourself coming to Cincinnati, let people know. You always got a place to stay. We love having people over, just like we love visiting and traveling. Yeah, I got a picture for you.
I would like to object.
Uh,
Every time I make plans to come visit you, you're always out of town.
Well, yes, that's true. I think we have. It's definitely been we've tried it. I think 3 times now. I think especially this year, it's been like the travel year. My commitment is next year to be more available at home because I'd like to have more people visit us. How's things been going, man?
I mean, we took the 5-hour drive there. Well, we see. So I figured out the best way to do long drives like that, and I didn't drive that trip. Wenzel did, so it was like because it was Moose, me, and Wenzel. You haven't met Wenzel. You may have talked to Moose online. I don't know, but essentially, we just basically stopped at Mansfield, stopped in Columbus, stopped somewhere between Columbus and Cincinnati, and then stopped at Cincinnati, which made the trip seem super easy. Of course, you weren't home, so.
But it's not like you traveled to visit me and didn't know I wasn't going to be home.
Right, you did send me a picture of an alligator. No, it was a Komodo dragon. My bad.
Oh yeah.
Send me a picture of a Komodo dragon just to be clear that you weren't home, and like I wasn't gonna believe you. And then so we thought, you know what, we're gonna play around in Cincinnati till like 7 o'clock at night. We'll get home like no time. It felt like no trip. Straight shot from Cincinnati back to the Cleveland area. We weren't home until almost 1 a.m. and we were like, what? We had to figure out, like, why did it seem like it took no time to get to Cincinnati before? Because we stopped every 45 minutes. That's why.
On the way back or on the way there?
On the way there. So it made the trip seem like nothing, but on the way back, straight shot. We even got pulled over on the home stretch. Because
that's
we
annoying.
passed through a small city in southern Lorain County. It was 50 miles per hour on both sides of the city, and the 2 blocks the city was in, 35, cop pulls us over. Coincidentally, it was Wenzel's birthday, so the cop said, hey, have a nice birthday, be on your way. Didn't ticket or anything, but Wenzel was pissed at me because I had recommended taking 57 north, and he wanted to continue a different path, so... But if we would have gotten a ticket, I would have blamed you just to make me feel better because you obviously would have blamed me.
That's fair.
Although we did we did end up at CC's, the one that you have to go through Kentucky to get to. Because there's one in Fairfield and then the one in Cincinnati, and then there is one in, I think, Kentucky, but we went to the one that's in Cincinnati, and we haven't had a CC's here since like early 2020. So during that time, I've had COVID 3 times. Oh, you're also annoyed that CC's doesn't?
No, I was trying to...
I'm watching your gameplay. I see what's going on.
So wait, CC's like the pizza place?
Yeah, you have 2 in your area. Well, technically 3 if you cross the border.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I haven't been there in 3 years when we went. Haven't had COVID
pizza
3 times.
Is pretty good.
Yeah, it's actually $13 now. I remember when they first came into the state, there was like $4 or $5 of the drink.
Yeah.
So it's $13 now, and so having not had it for 3 years and finally having it and realizing that because COVID's messed up my sense of taste and smell so badly that it just wasn't good. And they were eating it up. They loved it hardcore. At this point, Moose hadn't had COVID yet. And I don't think Wenzel had it all because Moose has gotten COVID since. And they're loving it, and they're tasting, they're having the full experience. And I'm going, this stuff tastes good to you guys, right? They're like, oh yeah, just shove it in their face. And I'm going, we drove all this way because I wanted to go to CC's.
Oh no.
And I have zero enjoyment. So you know what? I'm going to blame you.
That's fair.
Okay.
I think one of our trips next year, I think we'd like to come up to the... I got a fun reason to... 5 golden apples. I've got 5 apples. A fun reason to go to Cleveland.
Well, how's it go? How about these apples?
Yeah, yeah.
So Cleveland, do you play Pokemon Go?
No.
Okay. See, that's the only reason why I went to Cleveland as often as I did back when I worked for a game company. Because I like legit caught my Charizard in Pokemon Go in the parking garage of the tower, the biggest building in Cleveland. So, Terminal Tower, that's the name of it. And I like legit. Like I say, the last couple times we went to Cleveland, we did the boat tour, which was pretty good. They tour Lake Erie and the Cuyahoga River. It was a decent tour. Wasn't too expensive. You might be something interested in. You can see Canada if it isn't all smoky. It was on fire still when we went, but you know. See what else can you do? You can get like helicopter and airplane rides, I guess.
Where is
Lakefront?
Is Cuyahoga National Park near Cleveland?
Yeah, it is in the county. The Cuyahoga National Park is sprawling. There's like so many cities bordering it. It's a really nice park though, and I think they have a small zoo in there, but not Cleveland Metropolitan Zoo. That's a different thing.
Gotcha. I think that would be. Hannah and I are when we visited Nate and Abby in Bismarck, North Dakota. We got this passport of U.S. national parks, and we're like trying to get stamps on all of them. Cuyahoga is definitely. I think that's Ohio's only national park. I think every other park is a state park. But that would be a good one. We'll have to make plans to come up to Cleveland during the summer and hit up Cuyahoga.
Yeah, because that way I can get the guys together. Since it's a lot easier herding cats in the Cleveland area than it is in the Cincinnati area when they're all in Cleveland. Yeah. So because then we can make a day of it. Although say what?
That'd be a ton of fun.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, let's not eat in Cleveland because it's super expensive. When we went to eat after the boat ride, it was like $20 for a simple entree. And we're like, oh, God, no. Like, $20 should be your main course, not the snack before your main course, okay?
Yeah.
Over here in the Lorraine area, we went to Chili's. It was $6 for all you can eat nachos and salsa. You know, that's the type of what a snack, whatever they call it, appetizer should be. Not $20. It is crazy expensive in downtown Cleveland. My mom and aunt, for my aunt's birthday a few years ago, went to Wahlburgers, which opened in downtown Cleveland. I think across the street from the Terminal Towers.
I've never actually been to Wahlburgers. I think there was one in Cincinnati for a while. I don't remember if it closed down or not. Is it good?
Yeah, I don't know. They went. They loved it, but it was literally for both of them to eat. It was like $60
for burgers.
They had a burger, a fry. I think both of them had a dessert and a drink. And I'm like, $60. Holy crap! Did Marky Mark hand you the food himself?
Yeah,
Mark Wahlberg has bought a crap ton of property here in Lorraine.
Really?
Yeah, he bought 2 car dealerships. One is RV, and the other one is where I bought my car, bought my car. And like his name is plastered on it, and then he bought some other properties. It is like Lorraine, Avon. It is like just wow. Like, why is he investing to this little podunk 50,000 people town?
Yeah,
but
he
his
doesn't really
name
have
is not buildings here.
Any attachment to the Cleveland area, right? He wasn't born there or anything.
I mean, other than the occasional scene along 90 between Lorraine and Vermilion, or Vermilion and Sandusky, because they need a chase scene or something, or downtown Cleveland, I don't see where you'd have any type of reason to be here. Like Fast and the Furious, they recorded that on 90 West between Vermilion and Sandusky, and then of course the Avengers recorded the first movie, part of it, in front of the Terminal Tower in Cleveland.
Yes.
So, right. So, like, he wasn't in either of those movies, as far as I'm aware. I don't know a Transformers movie that was here. So I have no idea why he would be interested in anything happening in Ohio.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'm trying to think, like, what is his... He's not really in, like, a big franchise.
It's just like, here's my thought, because I was told whenever they open a Wahlburgers, he literally like goes around the area, checks everything out. Maybe he just happened to go
really
too far
like
west.
Cleveland.
Yeah, well, he went too far west. Went to Lorain County. He was like, you know what? I want a car dealership and an RV dealership. Why not? And I'll buy some other property here too. Admittedly, Cleveland's expensive. Lorain not so much. So I mean, you could get probably multiple properties for what he can get for one property and the other at the same size.
If you're trying to dump money and invest it, yeah.
Yeah, it's a rich people problem. I can't relate to the I have some extra money. Let me throw that around.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, hell, I have been unemployed now for a month and 3 days.
I thought you got your.
Oh yeah, they literally can't. Okay, so a story update without naming the company name because I don't want to get anybody in trouble. So new contractor brought about a dozen of us back in, and Nintendo decided. Oh shit! I just said their name. And crap, I swore too.
We don't care about swearing. You're fine.
Yeah. So I think I had mentioned this. They had basically cut the department staff in half in between the contracts. So they decided after they about a dozen of us had been rehired that they didn't have to pay the additional rate because I was making upwards of $10 more an hour than a new hire was. So they canned all of us, and then I literally found my job listed the day I was fired at the new hire rate, obviously. So they had basically decided they just want everybody to be new and cheap.
Corporation's gonna be corporate and scummy, I guess. That sucks.
Right, and the thing is, you'll never hear about it because they outsource almost everything unless you work in the Redmond office directly.
Yeah.
So, like, you'll never hear it because their name isn't technically on it.
Right.
So, like, literally a week later, one of my friends got laid off from another gaming company, and so they decided to start a YouTube channel. So I'm like, well, good luck with that. I've been doing this for 16 years, and I lost profitability about 4 years ago when they changed the monetarization whatever
process. Yeah.
So both Game Break and Toy Break are close. We're just missing watch time.
Yeah.
So
let's take a second to plug. You wanna talk to the people about Game Break and Toy Break real quick?
Not really. I have been working. So when I got hired by the company in 2019, they made me make concessions. I couldn't continue doing event organization for the Pokemon company. I couldn't continue doing reviews for other games or whatever because they considered a conflict of interest. And I understand. I think it's you own the company and most of the games I review are your games. But whatever. Okay, great. So I stopped doing anything like that on these channels. So as you know, I did mostly Transformer stuff on Toy Break. And so now that I no longer have that obligation of I can't review games anymore, I put everything back. I spent the last week, to the detriment of my right shoulder from repetitive stress disorder, putting back 200 game reviews onto the website and lining up the new game reviews I've done in the last few years with the channel Game Break because I'm trying to get recertified with Metacritic as a reviewer. And it's owned by Fandom now, apparently, who does the Honest Trailers stuff.
Metacritic is?
Yeah.
I had no idea. I know Fandom. They do all the Wikia sites, right? And then they own D&D Beyond. For a while.
They also do. Yeah, they have programs and stuff. They're a whole thing.
Yeah.
They're basically IGN, except I find their stuff more entertaining. Anyway.
I just don't like the way they do ads on their wikis. It makes it really annoying to scroll through.
I have no control over the ads on mine, so.
Yeah.
So I put everything back. I finished yesterday morning. Woke up today with a sore shoulder from the repetitive, just because I had to edit. I decided to.
Oh, hold on! Someone's saying hi. Hi, I see you. All right, keep going.
It looks like Korean.
Looks like it.
Yeah. So I decided what I do is I put everything back. So it was over about 200 or so. Actually, it was more than 200 reviews. But then I decided because Mark over at Fandom said that for me to be recertified, I have to have a specific item added to all the reviews. They require that you list what system you tested the game on for the
Oh,
review.
interesting.
Right, and I've never done that before. All I've ever listed is what systems the game is available on.
Yeah.
So so I went through and I decided, well, I don't want to do the reviews older than a decade. So anything from 2014 to newer has now all been updated in the newer format to meet their requirements and to basically align with, the videos. So you can now find any review we've done in the last 10 years, and you can actually see the video that was posted. So you get the full review on the website, and you get the video version of it on YouTube.
Nice.
Right. So, it took me about a week to get that all done. And for those who are watching, the whole 6 of you, it is the channels are Game Break, GameBreak, and Toy Break, ToyBreak. But you can also find everything at HASLEGENET, and everything links to everything. So you go to HASLEGENET or HASLEGE.net is the website, and that also links to everything. So
HASLAGE.net.
Right, which is my last name.
Not working for me.
Maybe do www. The domain's been weird. I renewed it recently, and I think it keeps
There it is.
because when you do the domain setup, you're supposed to do asterisk period, the name dot the whatever, and for some reason it's been weird. Like I go into the settings and it clearly shows that the DNS is set correctly, but whenever I go to the website, if I don't do www, it doesn't want to work. I don't know what that's about, and there's nothing I can do to fix it. Anyway, so what I decided to do, since I have no income, is go back to the reviewing thing, and the channels, as I said, are real close to monetization. So I'm trying to find more people who can do more content, because I have Moose and I have Ugly Wretch doing the toy channel. What I really need is more people doing reviews and Game Break. So otherwise, it's pretty much a video week, except any play videos I just throw on, whatever. But I'm just trying to find a way to make some money.
Yeah. Do you stream on Twitch also? Yes.
So what I do is I'll live stream on Twitch, but then I'll take the video, cut it down if needed, and then post it onto YouTube to be scheduled for a later release. Because I find that if I do too many live streams on YouTube, people will unsubscribe.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, so I don't do I think on Toy Break we have a Transformers live stream scheduled for September 19th. It's a panel, which I have an opening for if you're interested. We're basically going over, it's Sunday the 19th at 8 p.m. We are going to discuss our top 5 Transformers items. So it can be figures, it can be collectibles, it can be you bought the anniversary edition movie, whatever. But your top 5, and that's what the panel is. I have one spot left open, so if that's something you're interested in, let me know later, and I'll add you to the list.
Cool.
But,
I won't be able to make it because we're recording our Mad Max's Mythic Mercenaries at the same time. But hopefully I can catch the panel out after you guys record. I'm curious. I'll admit I only have toys. I'm not a merchandise guy, but I'd be very curious to see what sort of kooky merchandise people have.
Yeah, I mostly collect Transformers action figures. I did buy the anniversary edition Blu-ray this year.
Oh, nice.
And I don't think I got anything else that is like I bought the Comic-Con SDCC Comic-Con Unicron, but I think that was last year. So I think everything else has been straight action figures other than the movie. I am not one of those gotta collect everything Transformers guys. One, I don't have the money now, and 2, I don't have the space even if I did.
Yeah, there's a lot of it. Like part of the reason I do the giveaways is because like I want to check stuff out. but then like I can't fit everything onto my shelves. Yeah, it's and like I like the media and the engineering and design of the toys, but I don't need. I've never been a strong branding person. Like I don't. The things I like, I don't need to have outside of these specific things I like. I don't know if there's a better way to say it. Like, I like Star Wars. I used to like Star Wars. I still like it. It's fine. But, like, I never had, like, a bunch of Star Wars stuff because I just liked the movies, like, that specific media. I never needed, like, a lunchbox or anything. Not that, like, there's anything wrong with... Oh, shit. Is there another shooting star? Did it just land at the same exact spot? Oh, goddamn. Maybe it's a busy shooting star night. I keep trying to, like, go after a new shrine and getting distracted by these shooting stars. And I know, Anthony, aside from Transformers, are you a toy collector of anything else?
Right now, pretty much just Dragon Ball and Naruto. The Bandai does a budget line, and they look good, just standing up in a display. They're not really meant to be played with, so they're like $10 a figure. And I recently got the Wave 2 of the Naruto line and Wave 5 or 6 of the Dragon Ball line.
Oh, sick.
Yes, and then Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers. So the crossover I grabbed, and then
Oh,
the Power
I
Rangers.
did see some of that.
Yeah. So the only thing I'm looking forward to now on Ninja Turtles Power Rangers side is the Rat King from the classic line, and then the He-Man crossover.
They're doing a Power Rangers He-Man crossover, or they're doing a Power Rangers
Ninja Turtles.
Oh,
Ninja Turtles He-Man crossover.
That's
yeah.
pretty cool.
So I'm thinking maybe get the mutated He-Man and the whatever Casey Jones ends up being. I'm not 100% yet.
What animal
they
does
showed off the
He-Man...
first 4 figures, and the first wave of figures is really nice looking.
What animal does He-Man mutate into?
He looks like Skeletor. He's all blue and stuff.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, the pictures are online of the first wave. I just kind of wish
out.
Raphael and Casey were in the first wave, so I didn't have to wait.
Yeah.
But they also showed Man at Arms, Leonardo, Donatello, Krang, and Shredder. So
Is there a comic book or story when they do these crossover toy lines? Like, is there a...
The artist announced that he's doing the mini comic for them. So there's actually going to be mini comics packed in with the figures to explain the story.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the thing is, you always have to collect them all to get the whole story, and that kind of sucks. But
Are they're not all? It's not also available at like a comic book store. You only get the comics through the toys.
as far as I'm aware, it is just in the toys. It's an old time gimmick. I mean, it gets people who must have them all, or who wants the whole series to force them to purchase it. So
That's true. Yeah, like the Build-A-Figures and stuff.
yeah, exactly. So I mean, if that's the gimmick they have to employ to, I mean, I think that the thing itself, what it is enough to get people interested. But
Yeah.
they want to get those FOMO people, so.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So what I'm doing right now is I'm editing video files. A big thing on YouTube right now is those videos to fall asleep by things.
The like background music stuff. Like
No, the ones that are more like just blatant monodrone facts. Did you know does a bunch of videos, and their one video has over 750,000 views, 800,000 views, something like that. So I decided to take the video game history videos I've done, which is 10 of them, and I've made into 2 compilations of purely videos to fall asleep by, because to listen to all of these facts will make you fall asleep. So I'm hoping that when they release next month, that people will be like, yes, I want to fall asleep to your facts.
And then you get the watch time.
Yes.
I dig it.
Yeah, that's exactly what the plan is. So, yeah, I'm currently working on those, and hopefully, because I'm gonna launch them next month, because my schedule is already kind of full. I have one day left open next month for something on the Game Break channel. So,
Oh damn.
yeah, I've been busy the last month. I mean, for obvious reasons. So, it's just why not? If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it only costs me about a couple hours of time to put all this stuff together.
Yeah. Yeah, my biggest thing that I've done is I've upgraded my camera, and my audio, like the microphone that I use specifically for the Transformers videos. So I'll be curious to see if people prefer that. If there's like any noticeable feedback on how that looks and sounds, and then
See, I had. Oh, go ahead. Continue.
I was just gonna say I'm trying to get out review videos a lot faster. So I was doing one a week for Transformers reviews during the summer when we were traveling. Now that we're back, I'm trying to get 3 a week in to get just to like get through the backlog. I'm tired of how much backlog I've had.
So I also did, when I had a job and money, changed some equipment up, and I mean, how do I explain this? Okay, first off, my lapel mics, the good ones I had, died.
Oh, that's
So I kind of had no choice to switch the audio, and then I figured, well, if I'm going to switch the audio, I might as well switch the video. So I had purchased 2 1080p. What are these called? Logitech cameras. I forget their name. Something E22 or whatever. I don't know. 922s. Yeah. And they were fine, except they kind of ate the color. Like if you would have Scourge and a Sweep together, you couldn't tell the difference.
Yeah.
So I switched to using my phone and its native microphone, and I did a week of videos on the Toy Break channel and asked people, yes, no, is this good? And people didn't seem to care. So I was like, okay, well, obviously, because I don't like the way it sounded. I like a richer, deeper sound for a video.
Yes. Yeah.
So there is a software. So I have a premium membership with XSplit. I paid for the lifetime back in, I don't know, like 4 or 5 years ago.
Nice.
So so I have their VCam app, and I wasn't using it. So I was like, okay, well, let's try that, because it does some decent filtering and picture balancing and all that fun stuff. Green screen, erasure chair. So I started using it with the. I went back to the Logitech cameras, and the color is so much better. The picture is so much wider. Gives me a lot more room to work with. It adapts really good to close-ups and stuff without me having to adjust anything. Which was a problem my phone camera had. And so I was like, you know what, this is pretty good. The only thing I have to remember is not to have anything in the background that is distracting. But other than that, like the recent group of videos I just did with like Ultra Magnets and stuff, that is some decent quality video.
And that's all off your phone?
And that is actually off of the webcams I have.
Using the XSplit.
With VCam, yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, because my phone, after a while, after I did that week of it, just nobody seemed to care. But VCam just upped the game on my my webcams.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I have been using that, and so yeah, if you like to see Ultra Magnet, I think it was last week's videos on Toy Break. They're in that level quality. It's like, okay, that's pretty good. I won't do 4K. I tried to do a 4K video, and it legit is like 8 times the file size. And while I do have an external hard drive in which to store videos, which I do every year, I'll back up an entire year onto it.
Yeah. It just
'cause
gets eaten up so fast,
Right,
with file sizes that big.
because obviously I have on my computer the SSD, the M2 SSD, that is my OS hard drive, and then I have another SSD that is my data drive, and total combined they're 4 terabytes. Well, that's fine, but then I have a 4 terabyte external drive that is an HDD that I use for storing data. And so I have to export things off, but the downside was because I am creating or saving the videos to the secondary SSD, it's not as fast as I was getting when I was doing it on the primary SSD, because obviously native file saving is so much faster than remote.
Yeah.
So I mean, like I bought the 3060, the RTX 3060 graphics card from Micro Center a while back, and I could a 20-minute video would be done at 1080p in a minute and a half, and that was fantastic. And I'm talking going 350 frames a second. But I ended up getting a backup battery just in case the power goes out, so I have like a few minutes to turn everything off. The backup battery hates it. It will squeal. It has an alarm on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So if I go over 150 frames per second in any type of video, why did I forget the word? Rendering. If I do any video rendering that goes over 150 frames a second, then it yells and it's bleedingly loud, and there's no volume control on the battery. So so sometimes it'll, so I have to cap it, I guess. It's annoying. Like I had to cap these 2 videos I just did, those hour plus, the sleep by videos. And I capped it at 100 frames per second because I just didn't want to have to hear it for 20 minutes while it rendered.
Yeah.
So it sucks. But the higher quality, I was doing 720 before for a long time, and even less. I had this old 480 camera before that. But 4K is just too big a file size. I see people doing 4K, and they'll put these little icons in the top of their screen, 4K, this gold background. Like, okay, that's not impressive. So when they started doing that in the thumbnails and stuff, I started putting in color. My videos are in color. That's how fantastic they are.
Put up the old Technicolor logo.
Yes, exactly. They stopped doing the 4K, so I stopped doing the in colors. I just thought it was hilarious.
I dig it.
Because that's some balls to go, my video's in 4K. Who cares? Most people's eyes don't even barely see 4K. So
yeah.
And then if they're watching on the phone, what does it even really matter?
It's definitely right. There's diminishing returns involved there, for what you actually get out of it. It's for me, it's the same thing with like frame rates that go past 60. I recognize that it could be my eyes in particular, but I struggle to see the value of anything past 60.
Yeah. So that is pretty much all I've been up to for the last month. So yeah, it sucks. A company let a bunch of people go because they wanted a bigger bottom line at the end of the year.
Sounds about right, unfortunately.
Yep. So of course, while I've been doing this, I'm also looking for jobs.
How's that been
Somebody
going?
informed me that he died, so I guess I can't find him now.
Oh, jeez.
Jobs. You know, like Steve Jobs? It was
Oh my god, I definitely did not. I didn't put 2 and 2 together at first.
But really, I have been looking for jobs. I applied to a couple of, or actually depends. I'll get these updates in the email now that they see that I'm no longer employed. So I will go through the list and go, oh, okay, and I'll apply to whatever. I at some point I stopped listing my my master's degree in my resumes online.
Are your people like they're worried about having to pay too much or something?
Yeah, I think that is it. Somebody said
sucks.
just stop listing a master's degree. I'm like, well, I have $100,000 in student loan debt. Somebody needs to pay for it. Yeah, so I stopped listing master's degree, and I get a lot more job offers without it. So, I think the job I had for the last 4 years, they may not have known I had a master's degree, but they were paying me well enough, so I didn't care.
Yeah, gotcha.
But yeah, so yeah, that kind of sucks. Yeah, so now it's just trying to find a way to get that watch time.
Yeah. Well, and I know, I mean, based on everything we've talked about before and stuff, I know you've been really mindful of like optimizing for SEO and stuff. Like that's something that we, as on our side as a channel, don't do well. And I totally
you
recognize
got
that.
divergent genres going on, and that's why last year I split H&E into, because we used to just have the Hasselnet channel on YouTube. I had to split it. I was looking at the stats from the analytics. That's the word.
It hurts us to have. It's weird. It hurts you to have like multiple genres in the same thing.
Yeah, because at one point in time, Game Break actually had about 25 more subscribers than it does now. Before I started doing the toy stuff and the tech stuff and the pop culture stuff, but it was like every single time I would post something that wasn't game related, somebody would bail.
Yeah.
At one point in time, I say our max was 820, and then because I was posting a lot more toy stuff, the subscriptions dropped to about 600. And that sucked. It was 680. So we lost about 150 people.
Yeah.
And this past summer, or the summer before last, I was like, well, okay, obviously I got to do something if I want this to become profitable, maybe. So that's when I split off to H&E Toys, H&E, and then later on H&E Pop and Tech, and yeah, yeah. So I can't tell you what to do, but I'm telling you, if you want to be more successful, then you're either going to have to join with somebody else that does the content you want to do, hint, hint, or split your channel up into multiple channels. Yeah. Although I do keep my Twitch channel just for all my content. So like, if I could have done StreamYard to multiple sources, I don't pay for it, but if I did, I would still broadcast my toy stuff, and my pop stuff, or my tech stuff, live streams to Twitch as well. But it's primarily games related, so I don't need to split that. But definitely YouTube. But again, if you're looking to go, switch, game, isn't Arbitrary Hero a tabletop group though? I mean, I thought like you do game stuff. Clearly, we're watching it on the screen now.
Yeah, but, so we do everything, and that's because we don't really know what we do. So we started out doing video game stuff. That was the first thing we did, and it just kind of became the case where I've already been there. It became the case where just like, because it's a group of us and we like different things and we enjoy doing different things together, everything we do, we just kind of stick under the Arbitrary Hero name because we don't. I think for none of us is the goal. Like we are not willing to put in the effort required for like monetization or things like that. We just kind of like doing it. We start out doing the video game stuff. I want to do Transformer stuff, so I started doing Transformer stuff pretty soon after. And then, yeah, we did tabletop stuff. And now it feels like the big thing we do is tabletop stuff. And it's not even on like the channel. It's like the Discord. Like we do big like essentially like virtual conventions. We run stuff. Oh, I love that I can fuck them up with a cooking bowl. We do like conventions where we run big group events and things like that, and that's been fun. And then the charity stuff. So yeah, it's always been kind of a mess, and it's one of those things where I'm enjoying it the way it is. But if someone else on the group was like, okay, time to like knuckle down and figure out what we're really doing, I think we could hopefully rally and all push together once we figure that stuff out. I wonder if I can blow up the rocks like this also.
Okay, because that brings me back to, hey, if you're looking, you don't want to start your own additional toy channel or a video game specific channel, hit me up. I'm looking for people, man. You'll make just as much money with me as you do right now for yourself.
That's true. That's fair.
Although because I have a lot of people doing video stuff, or I'm down to a couple. Basically, once monetization starts, or technically restarts, because I used to have it, the plan is if you publish a video, that first month of income is yours.
Oh, gotcha.
Right, because I can't. It becomes weird or difficult to keep track month after month, especially when it starts becoming pennies.
Yeah.
And for some reason, an algorithm related, I imagine. Usually the video that's posted on one of my channels will pick up like on day 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And then be almost pretty much dead afterwards. The exception to the rule has been on the toy channel when I post videos of toy reviews for Dragon Ball.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so originally the top videos on the channel were Ugly Wretch videos because he does knockoffs, Transformer knockoffs. And for a solid year, it was just his videos and then some shorts. Then a month or two ago, all of a sudden, 2 or 3 Dragon Ball videos of reviews just scooshed. Like literally, one of them has 13,000 views, and the other one is somewhere around 4,000, getting up there. And then every day they move up the rankings. Now the top 2 knockoff videos are in 3rd and 4th place. So I'm like, okay, so the guy in here is saying DOTB raid?
.bit raid. .bit gaming. Thanks for the raid. Thanks for everyone swinging by, watching me really Oh, there's that fucking frog. I see him.
So much swearing.
It's
Children are crying.
yeah. I mean that's how I prefer them. All right. I got that, and I think it is 8:30. I'm gonna turn in my my god bits, whatever you want to call them, and then probably call this a stream. Yeah. So. And it's something that I've admittedly never looked into on like. I recognize that there is a way to play to the algorithm, and that is what for those that want to be making money off YouTube and Twitch, you have to do it. I know who was it? NoobTube was asking about SEO, so yeah, Anthony answered it. Search engine optimization. There's ways to set up like your thumbnails, your tags, your video descriptions, the way you structure your content. The goal is, and Anthony, correct me if I'm incorrect anywhere here, the power of Google recommending, YouTube recommending you and your content on YouTube to other people is enormous. Like, word of mouth is great, all that other stuff is great, but like YouTube suggesting to someone who watches a video, hey, you'll like one of Arbitrary Heroes videos or one of Hasledge Net's videos, is like huge. So SEO is, the intention is to get in a state where YouTube and other search engines start like recommending your content to people.
Which is where I mentioned it. For some reason, for my stuff, it usually takes day 2 or day 3 before that happens.
It's odd,
Although,
right?
Yeah, splitting my channel, I did learn that like my pop content, my comic book coverage, whatever, is not popular. Like one of the largest comic book channels on YouTube, Watchtower Database, James, the primary owner, He allowed me to interview him twice, and that is, probably one of the biggest reviews on the channel. But overall, like, there is like 9 subscribers. Like, people are just not interested in comic book content the way I'm doing it.
Yeah.
But Watchtower database is over 100,000, but they've also been doing it for years. So I know my pop content isn't working for anybody. So my tech content, it's doing a little bit better. At first, I thought it would do way better because, but there's so much tech out there. So the little pittance of the sponsorship I had from Amazon to review stuff, it has a novelty, but it's not the same as like a knockoff Transformer toy,
Yeah.
So a couple of them are tens of thousands of views, but the subscribers aren't just lining up for it.
Yeah.
We get to H&E Toys Toy Break. As I said, the anime stuff does well. Some of the transfer stuff is okay. The knockoffs do way better. And then on Game Break, right now I did a series called Game Pitch Meeting, which was my version of what Ryan George does for the pitch meetings he does. And I had made them in a specific order where I would slowly basically do my intake of his and then slowly skew away. The further I skew away from his original style to my own, the more people complain.
It's like, I think that's a result of the nature of the way we have done our algorithm. It's people are used to, like, this is the thing I like, just give me more of the thing I like. Which I know, like bigger content creators struggle with that, right? When they're creatively, they're like yearning to do something different.
Yeah, so James over on Watchtower Database, he legit went to school for movie production. He has made his own movie. It was an indie film that got a couple of awards, but really didn't make any money. So he gets really creative with the Watchtower Database videos. But when he goes like totally nutballs and it flops, he learns a lesson, right? So I mean, one would hope anybody who puts a video up and it totally flops, like it gets very few views compared to the rest of the average on the channel, and then to pivot.
Yeah.
So going back to the Game Break videos, as I the pitch meeting videos, as I skew away, I get more interaction of haters, which increases my viewing time. Which increases the number of viewers because of the interactions. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. I'm getting insulted like a lot.
Yeah, but
I'm
it's
also
helping
getting
you.
super amount of views, right? So it's like crazy. It's like the Pokemon Red and Blue pitch meeting is one I went up on Friday, and it has over 500 views.
Yeah.
It has 19 comments, and it's at 4.3% likes. Which is hilarious, which means most everybody who watches it hates it.
Yeah.
45 people hate it, 2 people like it. Right. I found it hilarious.
It's pretty clever, right? Like, it's I guess the worst thing, if your goal is to get monetization, the worst thing people can do is be indifferent to your content.
Yeah, so the Pokemon one is my worst one. Nobody liked or disliked the Transformers pitch meeting. I did Transformers Devastation. No one cared.
God, I want to play Devastation. I fucked up and I didn't buy it like when it was first out.
Yeah, it's delisted now. Yeah, so yeah, double-edged sword. So I'm being torn apart in comments, but the numbers are basically throwing it back in the algorithm. I've only ever once had a video that was for 3 minutes on the main page. It was the first Transformers panel we did with Rodimus Primal, Kato Collection, and Patriot Prime. Literally the first video I did with Transformers reviewers. And for 3 minutes we trended. Have never trended since. People told me we were trending. I obviously wasn't keeping track, and I didn't expect to quote unquote trend.
Right.
But the content, the timing was perfect. I was around the holidays, I think, or something. I don't know what it was, but we just perfectly lined up.
Lightning
and
in
I
a
have
bottle.
not been able to repeat it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
So-
a tough racket for sure.
Yeah. So I mean, trying to exploit the algorithm and then the search engine optimization, all that stuff is a crapshoot. Some people are really good at it. I'm just not one of them. And I purposely don't go out of my way to create bad content according to these people. But it just happens to be they don't like it. And the people who do like it, not enough of them are saying anything.
Yeah.
Because I'll go in almost any of these pitch meeting videos, and there's going to be a couple of, hey, you know what, you're doing a good job. Ignore these haters, and I'll be like, thanks for saying something, because sometimes you feel like you're just being pelled on. And there's no positivity, so you occasionally get that, but yeah. So I guess it's a case of any news is good news.
Yeah, and I guess for anyone who's watching, go not just us, but go support the people out there trying to make it work. It's a tough digital world out there, and
Full of dicks.
what?
Full of dicks.
Yeah, full of dicks. So any positivity is always appreciated. But it's almost my bedtime. At it being 9:15, I think we're gonna call this a stream here. We got the water temple done. We got I think I got like 5 shrines like just banged out super quick, which felt good. And I think next week I'm gonna try and knock out the Akala region before heading to Death Mountain. Thanks everyone for hanging out in chat. Anthony, thanks for hanging out. And we'll catch you all on the next one. I think Danny is doing his art stream tomorrow. He's going to be doing some wood carving. So check that out when he streams, usually at 8 o'clock. All right. Good night, everybody.
Bye.